Alright, so got everything all set here in the single speed. I went ahead and fitted this off in a Pirate 10 pipe to it, just because I wanted to have something go out the rear, but I think I'm going to reinstall the stock exhaust just because I want to be able to test, you know, the two of them with the same exhaust. This is the 12 engine, this is the 15 with the 2-speed, so rather than getting two totally different, you know, results, I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this. I will use these in another future build. I think this would look really cool coming off of a TC3. Having the exhaust at the rear instead of out here at the front, like this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this one, the stock exhaust, reinstalled, and then I think we'll be ready to get these two out for testing. Batteries are already charged. The glow igniter is charged as well. So once I'm done testing the 2-speed, I'll go ahead and throw the battery and receiver in here and test this one too. Alright, so I got the stock exhaust reinstalled. The other thing I was thinking about is, because I already have a body for this car with the hole for the exhaust, I didn't want to have, I just didn't want to mix things up, basically. And this exhaust here went to about right behind the shock there, and I just could see that the inside of the back of the body would just get covered in oil and debris from the parking lot. So that was the main reason I decided to make that switch back. Basically, I had to decide which part of the car I wanted to be dirty, and I think it'll be cleaner coming out of the side there. But in the future, when I do use it on another TC3, or if I get an LD3 from OFNA, I'll make sure to account for that for whatever body I use for that car. But I went ahead and installed the exhaust on this engine, and that's going to be pretty cool, I must say. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. But yeah, also I like I said, I replaced the switch. These are the I think the best on the market. I just didn't want to have an extra wire coming out of the switch I had on there, and my buddy Joe could use it, so I'm going to give it to him. But yeah, Joe, these are the ones I got, Apex. They're good. Highly recommend. So yeah, I think these are ready for testing. So we'll head out to the lot and see what luck we have. All right, here we are. Anyhow, decided to bring all my good tools with me. I had this empty bin, and rather than just carrying the fuel and the remote and stuff, I just threw a bunch of stuff in there that I thought I might need in case anything goes wrong in the field. And yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing ready to and warmed up, and then we'll check back in. Well, that was a waste of time. I couldn't get the engine to stay idling no matter what I did. I tried different tuning. I tried changing the idle, opening the throttle, changing the glow plug a few times, and it just did not want to stay running. I got it to run, I got it to drive around a little bit. I got it to shift a little bit, but after wasting some, basically a tank and a half, I'm all set. I'm just gonna set this one aside for now and come back to it with a fresh perspective. So I'm gonna go ahead and swap the battery and receiver to the single speed, and I'm hoping that that one will run. Alright, so here we are, single speed, fueled up. I'm going to go ahead and get the engine primed and started and see how well it runs. It's looking pretty clean. Alright. This is halfway through the first tank. And I have to reset the throttle, steering servo. Ooh. It keeps pulling to the left, even though I have it all the way adjusted to the right. I'm afraid to drive full speed and record. But yeah, this little 12 is doing pretty good, even with the old glow plug. It's just a little nerve-wracking because I got to reset the throttle. I'm sorry, I keep saying that. The steering servo horn on the servo. But yeah, y'all get the point. This one runs good. I got to figure out what's going on with the 2-speed there. Hey. That was close. So yeah, I know what I gotta do here. Just fix that steering. That's gonna be out of fuel. It's gonna be out of fuel soon. Ooh, that was close, but yeah. So single speed passes the test. That's definitely from water. Little spots of water like that. But yeah, it's still pretty clean overall, except for the splashes of the water. This one here, I don't know, I think the tank is leaking a little bit. Anyways, but yeah, so I know where they stand. The single speed needs a steering adjustment, and the 2-speed needs a complete engine diagnosis. There's something screwy about it as far as the tuning goes. I may try just putting a new glow plug in it. I know it's not like too old or worn out, so it just has something to do with tuning that needs to be diagnosed. But I'm gonna go ahead and run another tank through here on this single speed just to really get a feel for it, even though I'm gonna be fighting that need for left adjustment. But anyways, yeah, it's good to know where they stand. All right, so how much did I get to finish? Almost finished the whole tank. It does start to lean out towards the end of the tank, and if you're taking big turns or it starts to swerve a lot, there's obviously air gaps that get in there, so it did start to give me trouble towards the end of this tank, and the lights are going to turn off any minute now anyway, so I think a new glow plug and this one should be fine. Not really sure exactly what's going on with the 2-speed. It was giving me trouble even idling, so wasted a whole tank just trying to get it running. So like I said, come back with a fresh perspective. And I think oh, here comes the street sweeper. So, but anyways, yeah, get these back to the house and check back in. All right, so we're back from the field. It's safe to say that the single speed was the star of the show tonight. Definitely need to run a few more tanks through it just to see where things stand as far as the tuning goes. I had to richen the low and high speed needle, but I did see a performance increase after doing that. It definitely needs to have the steering servo horn realigned, because I was even with the setting for the steering set all the way right, it still pulled hard to the left, so just need to get that sorted in order to fully appreciate, the handling of the car. It definitely drives, good, but I didn't get the full potential. It does feel similar to the Tomahawk in the sense of anytime you do start to fishtail or, lose control, it wants to stay straight. So I lost control a few times, but it didn't it didn't throw it off that much. So that said, I'm excited to see how the 2-speed's going to perform. Unfortunately, it's just there's tuning issues here that I wasn't quite able to get sorted in that, time allotted out tonight. So I'm gonna pull the engine and check things out, make sure it's clean and proper, and yeah, go from there. Just try it again, see what happens. So yeah, what I'll do is probably put a new glow plug in this and then drive it with the single speed Tomahawk to see what the difference is in performance, see how well they are. I'm satisfied with this car, but we gotta figure out what's going on here. And then get onto some of these refurbishments here. Anywho, thanks for checking it out. Definitely stay tuned because there's more to come for these. So we'll see you in the next one.